put body shaming to shame.
Panda, panda, panda. I got broads in Atlanta.
So real talk, that's what this is called. I'm going to do some segments of this. It's just going to be different subjects that I want to talk about that I think are important or funny or just whatever. This real talk, I want to talk about the whole big Lady Gaga body shaming everything. So for those of you that don't know, during the Super Bowl halftime performance, Lady Gaga had an outfit change and she was in a top with just some little bottoms. And she had a little bit of skin, I think, just a little bit that kind of hung over. I watched it live. My very first thought was, that's actually really cool. I guarantee she looked in the mirror and she thought, okay, I have this little pudge, or whatever you want to call it, hanging over, but that's fine. Like, I'm not perfect, and I'm just gonna go rock it. And she totally did. She did an amazing job. But instead of everyone focusing on how amazing she did with her performance, they focused on the whole little pouch of skin hanging over. And I kind of wanted to just talk about how sad it is that that's how our world is today, that you watch movies with like Will Ferrell and all these different actors, they take off their shirts and they have not a good body by any means, and everyone thinks it's hilarious. But then if a girl has the tiniest bit of pudge hanging over, it's like disgusting and she should work out more. There were all these Twitter posts that were saying things like that, like I couldn't focus because of her flab and she should really do more crunches. And man, I'm getting emotional. The reason I really wanted to talk about this is because coming from someone who has always struggled with my own body image, I'm glad that it's being talked about, that a lot of people are putting it in a positive light. And the people that were negative about it initially they're the ones being shamed now. I mean, in high school, I was dating this guy that was pretty awful. And I remember him telling me that if I gained any weight, that no guy would want me. And in that same conversation, I asked him, well, what about when I have kids? And he said, well, I would hope that right after you had the kid that you would work out really hard and lose all the weight, because I wouldn't find you attractive if you gained any weight. So, and this was my senior year, and so here I am working out 3 times a day. Trying so hard to keep up this image that I think that I was expected to be, and I just sorry. I just am so glad that Lady Gaga was, the way that she responded, she didn't have any shame. She just she instantly just said, this is my body and I'm not ashamed of it. And nobody's perfect. And I just think that that is so important to show the girls today that it's okay and you don't have to be perfect. Don't get me wrong, I think it's important to be healthy. That's super important, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a size 0. After having a baby and really struggling with getting back to where I was, and I think it was like the perfect time for me personally to kind of see this whole thing happen at the Super Bowl, because I was really getting down on myself because I thought, you know, like, I mean, I have a lot of family and friends that they just like instantly went right back to their bodies that they had before. And here I am, like, trying so hard to work out and eat good, and haven't really seen results, and so I was really having a hard time with it. And so it's really put things in perspective for me that I need to just be happy with myself. And it's just, sorry to get all, you know, serious with you guys, but I do think it is a very serious topic. So many girls, I mean, close friends of mine and family of mine they've really struggled with this, where they've taken extreme measures that are awful, such as bulimia, anemia, pills, like eating nothing and only drinking energy drinks and going to the gym all the time. Like, I've had close people to me that have gone to these extremes, and it's not okay. And as more people talk about it, the more not only men, the men that have this perception that how women should be, but also like all the youth of the world and everyone can start to really see that it's not about what size of clothes or how flat your stomach is or you know, how chiseled your arms are. It's really like, it's about health, and it's about you being happy with yourself, because that's the most important thing, is how you feel about yourself. We need to start as a community to really focus on the positive aspects of things and not all the negative things. I feel like in today's world, it's like, so everyone is getting offended by every little thing, and it's like, and then when it comes to like stuff like this, it's so easy for people to just attack and belittle and make someone who does such great things in the world. Lady Gaga does so much for other people, and someone that good, people are so quick to jump down and just do everything they can to make her feel this big. I loved all the other responses of women and men saying positive things, saying you're amazing, you look amazing, like I can't believe people are saying this. And God, I think about my son, who's just this little baby, and he has no idea about this kind of hurt and this kind of thing, and he will someday. He'll see it, and hopefully he won't have to experience it personally, but I want to raise him to lift other women up, and other, it's not just women, don't get me wrong, like, men go through this too. Like, I've had close people to me that grew up with some really bad bullying, and it was a boy, and because of his weight. I want to raise my son to speak up when people are made fun of, and to make the people that in societies aren't good looking, make them feel beautiful, and really show them that they are because of this and this and this. And just, I think that's what we should be teaching our youth, is to focus on everyone's talents and their positive attributes. Even when I was pregnant, because I had this unrealistic image in my mind about how I'm supposed to look, it's really sad to say that I didn't enjoy my pregnancy as much as I should have. I wasn't taking pictures and I wasn't letting Johnny do a lot of video of me because I just felt like I was fat and I didn't look like how other girls looked when they were pregnant, and it's so wrong. People need to enjoy those times in their lives, especially. And now that I look back, I wish that I would have really enjoyed my pregnancy and enjoyed every moment of that amazing journey. And I hope that girls, if anyone watches this that is pregnant, that they will learn from that, for me. So to everyone else out there, just be kind, show love, compliment each other. If you're thinking something nice about someone, say it, don't just think it. Stand up for each other. Stand up against all the bullies, and let's stand together and really put body shaming to shame. That's the best way that I can put it. Put body shaming to shame. Love yourself for who you are. You're beautiful. That was a little intense. Just to kind of wrap things up, I'm happy that this happened because it's being talked about a lot more, and I hope the world can improve their perspective of body shaming and can really focus on who the person is and not what they look like. Hashtag stop bullying. Hashtag don't be a hater. Hashtag people are mean. Hashtag subscribe. Yay!